If you missed part one of this, please go back on my profile, hit fave, like, repost, follow. Go back on my profile and watch part one. In part one, we covered my first point, the pleasures of sin. We're not going to review, we're going to pick up in James chapter 5 and verse 7. James chapter 5 and verse 7 in the New Testament. And this is the word of the Lord, and this is not going to go over well. This is going to fall flat. This is going to bomb in America. Because the last thing Americans want to be told is to endure to the end. The last thing Americans want to be told is, in your patience, possess your souls. We're in a hurry. We're a right now technology culture. What have you done for me lately? But the word of God doesn't go along with that at all. It condemns that. James 5:7, be patient, therefore, brethren. Phew. Stop right there. Hold the presses. Breaking news from heaven. Patience is a virtue, and being in a hurry is a vice. Now, it will go on in this text 3 times to speak of patience and waiting. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. And then he goes on in verse 10 and he talks about the patience of the prophets. In verse 11, the endurance of the prophet. Be patient. Everything begins with that. We want everything right now. We're in a hurry. Where are you running to? Right down below me is Spout Run Parkway. Right over there is the George Washington Memorial Parkway. And people are running in rush hour. They're rushing in rush hour. But where are they going? Where are they going? They're going to hell in a handbasket is where they're going, chasing silver and gold, chasing money. My second point today, number 1 was the pleasures of sin. Number 2, the patience of the saint. Don't tell me you're a saint of God if you're in a hurry. Don't tell me you're a saint of God if you're not waiting on the Lord an hour or 2 a day in prayer. Don't tell me you're a saint of God. Don't tell me you're a saint of God. You're lying. Be patient, therefore. But what are we to wait for? Well, that's the next part of it. Unto the coming of the Lord. Notice the language that the Apostle James used. Be patient unto the coming of the Lord. Notice it doesn't say unto the rapture. It doesn't say unto the harpazo. No, it says the coming of the Lord. And then in verse 8, he repeats the same phrase. He says, be patient, establish hearts, for the coming of the Lord draws nigh.